Hey everyone, this is Jessica Brigden of Just Be Creative Cardiology, and today I'm going to show you a simple way to make beautiful gift bows using designer series paper that will make any gift, any package look absolutely beautiful. So what you'll need is some double-sided designer series paper. In this case, I'm using Stampin' Up's Blackberry Beauty papers. They have this gorgeous rich raspberry and blackberry design with gold foil, and then the back side's a little so-so. But the nice thing about the bows is that you can put that pattern perhaps that you're not so fond of. That's going to be on the inside and nobody will even notice. All right, so you'll need some paper. You'll need some adhesive of choice, whether you're going to use some glue dots or some Stampin' Seal. You could even use some liquid glue if you have the patience to hold things together a little bit tighter. And then if you'd like to finish off the back of your gift bow with a punched piece, in this case I've used a circle punch, just to give it a nice finished look. That way I can put my adhesive right here and stick it directly to my package. I like the way that finishes it. Okay, so let's get started. So you are going to need, for this particular bow, we are going to need 3 long strips, 2 medium strips, and 1 short strip. Of course, if you want to make a more elaborate, bigger, fluffier bow, you can add more strips and longer lengths. For this finished bow, it's about 4.5 inches all the way around, okay, which I think is like the perfect gift box size. All right, so let's start off. We'll take our designer series paper. This is a 12 by 12 sheet. I am going to cut a section of this down to 10 inches, okay? So that's what I'm going to start with. My longest strips are going to be 10 inches. All right, and we are going to cut 3 of those 10-inch strips at 3/4 of an inch. So in this case, I'm just gonna move my trimmer to the right up here at 3/4 of an inch, 0.75, and we will do 3 of those. So 1, okay, slide it over. Okay, that's 2. And then 1 more, that is 3. Okay. So now we need 2 pieces that are 8 inches long. So I am gonna go ahead and just cut a couple more of these, and we'll save these pieces to trim down just a little bit here. Okay. All right, so these longer pieces we are going to cut to 8 inches. Okay. And then we need 1 more. And this last piece we are going to cut down to 3.5 inches. Okay, so this is a great project if you've got lots of designer series paper, leftovers. If you've got some scraps, you could use those too. So in this case, I am using 3/4 of an inch paper. You could do 1-inch strips. You could go narrower and do smaller bows, whatever works for you. So let's line these up here so we can see what we've got. Okay, there's our 2, and then lastly our short piece. All right, so for this bow, I am using 6 pieces all together. All right, so we're gonna start with the longer ones, and then on the back side, or in this case, kind of the uglier side, I'm gonna put just a little adhesive on each end, okay? So we're gonna flip this up, gather it so you know about where the middle is, okay? And then we are going to loop this. Okay, actually I wanna make sure, yes, here we go. All right, so and then bring that piece around, all right, until you're at about the halfway mark. So you can see you've got your loop here. All right, so on the next piece, we're gonna go the opposite direction here. Here we go. Bring that one under, again to about the halfway mark. Make sure our loop's about even on each side. Okay, now you're gonna do that for each piece. Okay, so we put a little adhesive on each end. figure out the midpoint here. Okay, bring in number 1, and then opposite, bring in number 2. All right, you're gonna do that for each of these pieces. All right, except for the very shortest one. Okay, gather about the middle. Okay, here we go. Bring that around. Okay, so there's our longest ones. So we can put a little bit of adhesive right in the center of 2 of those. You can see how they're going to fit together. We're just squish them in there. There we go. And kind of move things around a little bit. Okay. So that gives us our base. All right, so now we've got our middle lengths. Again, we're gonna put adhesive on the ends. Okay, figure out about the middle. Okay, bring this around, bring it around. Okay, this is piece number 1. There we go, middle. Okay, oops. There we go. Make sure we've got, there we go, right about the middle. Okay, flip it around. We're always putting our adhesive there on the bottom underneath. All right, so a little adhesive, again, in the middle, as well as in the middle of one of these. Okay, go ahead, and so we're alternating them, kind of staggering them in there. I'm gonna put a little adhesive right here in the center of this one as I stick it in as well. Okay, and on the last piece here, actually we can do a little bit right on the top, because this one we're gonna just roll right up and make a little loop, okay? And so this loop is gonna stick right in the center, and then you can kind of, there we go, finish it all up. Now, if you've got some leftover pieces here, take your punch. It really doesn't matter which size. I've got a 1 3/4 inch circle punch here. And again, go ahead and put plenty of adhesive on this. And that way, instead of having all your loops going which way, it just gives it a nice finished bottom. And that way you can put your adhesive, your glue dots, whatever you want here, and then stick this directly on your package. All right, so on this particular bow, I used 3/4 inch wide strips. You can see it's just a little bit different. On this one, my strips were 1 inch wide. Use the same number of pieces. Again, very quick and simple if you want to add more loops. So we did our middle loop was, this one was 3.5 to 4 inches. All right, your second layer was 8 inches. Our outside layer was 10 inches. If you wanted to add an additional layer to make it even bigger, all right, I would go up to 12 inches for that. Okay, but there you have it. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial and enjoy making beautiful gift bows for your projects. All right, thank you so much, everyone. Bye-bye.